Hello everybody, this is Mega Man 33570 and welcome to my new Let's Play of Pokemon Silver. Yes, this is the second Let's Play of the marathon leading up to the release of Black 2 and White 2. So, this time we're going to be playing a Generation 2 game, Pokemon Silver. So let's jump right in here. Huh? What? You woke me up. Wait, did you check the clock for me? What time is it? It is 9:03. Yes. 03. I don't think it 04. Morning, 9:04. I overslept. You didn't oversleep. It's early, man. Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. And the marrow. People and Pokemon live together by supporting each other. Some people play with Pokemon, some battle with them. But we don't know everything about Pokemon yet. There are still many mysteries to solve. That's why I study Pokemon every day. Now, what did you say your name was? You already forgot my name. Really? Come on, I was just a champion last night. How could you already forget my name? Well, if you haven't remembered, it is Mega Man. Hell yeah, I'm ready. Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. And shrink it to the 8-bit! Woo! Yeah, welcome to 8-bit Pokemon Silver. We actually have color finally. Jeez, we had no color in the last Let's Play. But that's how Generation 1 was. Anyway, if you try to go withdraw the potion, there's going to be nothing in there. But there's a reason for that, because you get a potion when you get your first Pokemon. Oh, Mega Man, our neighbor Professor Elm was looking for you. He said he wanted you to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot. Your Pokemon gear is back from the repair shop. Here you go. And get the Pokegear. The Pokegear is basically a phone, inside this like giant thing. It's like a Game Boy type thing with a phone in it. That's what I'm gonna say. It's a Game Boy type thing with a phone in it, and you can update the things. It is Sunday. Yes, it's Sunday. It's daylight savings time. No. 9:06 a.m. Yes, that's. Yes, I know how to use the phone. Yes, I know how to use the phone! Go away! Fuck you. Go away. Alright, welcome to New Bark Town. This is the starting town of the Johto region. Let's talk to this person, this fat person. Yo, Mega Man, how do you know my name? I hear Professor Elm discovered some new Pokemon. Hello, Mrs. Person. Wow, your Pokegear is impressive. Did your mom get it for you? No, I got it myself. Oh. Alright, and look at this. There's a stalker looking in the lab. Let's talk to him. Yes, it's the lab. So, this is the famous Elm Pokemon lab. What are you staring at? And then he pushes you out! What the fuck? Anyway, why don't we just jump right in here and talk to Professor Elm? Mega Man, there you are. I need to ask you a favor. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyways, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It is intriguing, but we're busy. We're with our Pokemon research. Could you take a look into it for us? I'll give you a Pokemon for a partner. They're all rare Pokemon that we just found. Go on, pick one. Alright. Guys, you know what this means. It's the first Pokemon Silver the first 3 Pokemon Silver bios. So let's go over. First up, for the starter Pokemon, we have Cyndaquil, the fire type of the 3. Cyndaquil is a fire type. It's the fire mouse Pokemon. Now, there are a few things that I want to go over for the bios. This is basically how the bios are going to be set up. So, I'm going to show the name, its evolution. But even though it's the evolutions of the starters, so I won't be covering that quite yet, but I will say when they evolve. I'll show the evolution line, I'll show their species, the type, the height, the weight, the dex number for the national Pokedex. So, just in case you guys know, so it's not going to be number, like, 5 or so, or number 4. It's not going to be number 4 for the Johto Dex. It's going to be the national Pokedex. And then the catch rate, and something new they introduced to this game, which is the gender ratio. Originally, back in Generation 1, the only 2 Pokemon that had genders were Nidoran male and Nidoran female. But now, every Pokemon can have a specific type of gender. Cyndaquil can be 87.5% male and 12.5% female. And then the stats. Now, this is how the stats work. We have HP. We also have all statistics, but all Pokemon have a different setup of statistics, but they all have the same kind. The first one is HP. HP is the amount of hit points of damage a Pokemon can receive before fainting, meaning how many hits it can basically take. Attack is the attack stat determines how much damage a Pokemon can deal using a physical move. So that means like punching moves and fighting type moves would be determined for attack. We also have the defense stat. The defense stat determines how much damage a Pokemon receives when it's hit by a physical move. Now, rather than being one stat in Generation 1, now the stat Special has been split into 2 stats: Special Attack and Special Defense. Special Attack determines how much the amount of damage a Pokemon can deal using a special move. Special Defense determines how much a Pokemon receives when it's hit by a special move. So basically, special attacks would be like fire, water, stuff like that. And finally, we have speed. Speed determines how fast a Pokemon can act in battle. So now on to Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is the fire type, the fire and mouse Pokemon. Evolves at level 14, and then it will evolve after that into level 36. I will not be revealing what they are quite yet, but I will once my starter evolves. It is 1'8". It is 17.4 pounds. Its catch rate is 45. Its dex number is 155. And for the stats, its best stat is its speed being 65. Its worst stat is its HP being 39. So that's it for Cyndaquil. Next up for the starters, we have Totodile, the big jaw Pokemon, the water type. Its best stat is its attack being 65, its worst stat is its speed being 43. It can be 87.5% male and 12.5% female, same as Cyndaquil. It evolves at level 18 this time, and then after that it will evolve at level 30. Totodile, I'd say get it, but I'm not actually going to get it because Squirtle, I chose it last time, so I'm not going to choose another water type this time. So it's either going to be the fire type, or we have Chikorita. Chikorita is the grass type. It's the leaf Pokemon. This time it will evolve at level 16 and then at level 32. Chikorita is, its best stat is going to be a tie between defense and special defense, and its worst stat is going to be a tie between its HP and speed. Chikorita is easily the least used of the starters, because I don't know why, no one really likes the grass type. Its gender ratio, it can be 12.5% male, 87.5% female, and it's an okay grass type. Funny thing is, it's one of the few Pokemon that are just only grass. The other few are grass poison, like that. Yeah, those are the bios. We have Cyndaquil in this one, we have Totodile in this one, we have Chikorita in this one. So why don't we just take a look at them. This is Cyndaquil, this is the fire type. Look it over carefully, yep. Here we have Totodile, the water type. No, okay. And Chikorita, the grass type. So, no I don't. So, not going to be Totodile that I'm going to be choosing because I chose Squirtle last time. So it's either going to be Cyndaquil or Chikorita. You guys probably can tell I'm going to choose Cyndaquil because Cyndaquil is awesome. I think that's a great Pokemon too. I'm going to get Cyndaquil! Woohoo! Alright, you have a nickname? Yes. Pretty simple nickname for a fire type. Okay, no. Mr. Pokemon lives near Cherry Grove, the next stage. It's almost a direct route there. If your Pokemon is hurt, you should heal it with this machine. Oh, here's my phone number. Call me if something comes up. And you get his phone number. So you can call Elm and he can call you over and over as much as you want. Now this is what I was talking about with the potion. Segment, I want you to have this for your errand. And it gets potions. Potions heal 20 hit points in battle. Yeah, there's only 2 of us and we're only 50. Okay. And they still didn't notice the fucking stalker, but whatever. If you talk to them, they'll just do the same exact stuff. Well, welcome to the first route. So, why don't we go over the next bios for this route. So first up, for Route 29, you can find Sentret, the Scout Pokemon. It's a normal type. Sentret is basically the new Ratatat of this generation. It evolves at level 15 to Furret. Furret is, its best stat is, it's going to be attack, and its worst stat is going to be speed. Furret is 50% male, 50% female. It's actually not that bad of a Pokemon, but no one really uses it. Most people use it as like an HM slave, or they use Ratatat for an HM slave. Speaking of Ratatat, you can also find Ratatat here. Ratatat, you know, something funny that I noticed about Ratatat and Raticate, Ratatat, mouse Pokemon, normal type, 50% male, 50% female, best stat, attack, speed 72, worst stat, special attack 25. Raticate, level 20, it evolves at level 20 into Raticate, mouse Pokemon, normal type. Why are they called Ratatat and Raticate if they're mouse Pokemon? That makes no sense at all. Other than that, it's pretty good with attack. No one really uses it though on their team. Hey look, it's Super Wing! He's back! Yeah, you can also find Pidgey in this grass. Pidgey, I think I went over this, but I think you guys can figure this out again. But Pidgey is the tiny bird Pokemon, normal flying type. It's 50% male, 50% female. Best stat is going to be speed being 56. Worst stat is going to be a tie between special attack and special defense being 35. Evolves at level 18 to Pidgeotto, which will then become the bird Pokemon, and then still normal flying type. And then if you get to level 36, it will evolve into Pidgeot. Pidgeot's best stat, again, is going to be speed, but attack is really great too. So, yeah, go ahead and get a Pidgey if you want a flying type, but I'm going to be using a separate flying type that I can't really get for a little while, until later on in the game, actually. So, yeah, again, the team isn't going to be complete for a long time until the rest of the game. Also, if you're playing at night, you can find Hoot Hoot, the owl Pokemon. It's basically the Pidgey of this generation. It's a normal flying type. It's 50% male, 50% female. Its best stat is going to be HP being 60, and its worst stat is going to be a tie between attack and defense being 30. I've tried using a Hoot Hoot. It took a long time to get to level 20 to evolve it into Noctowl, but eventually it all worked out. But I kind of recommend it if you want a flying type. But again, the flying type I'm going to be getting, I can't get until really later on in the game. So I'm just going to be having to walk around the whole entire game to find it. But, yeah, it takes a long time to find, but it'll all be worth it in the end. And last up, only if you are playing Crystal, you can find Hoppip, the cottonweed Pokemon. It's got a really nice typing, really interesting too, a grass flying type. But then it has a quad weakness to ice, so watch out about that. 50% male, 50% female. Best stat, special defense being 55. Worst stat, it's a tie between HP and attack being 35. Evolves level 18 to Skiploom, and then at level 27 into Jumpluff. So it's really hard to level up Hoppip. And again, Jumpluff is really not that good. It doesn't learn a lot of good grass type moves, but eventually it'll all work out. Alright, let's head into the grass here, and we already found one wild Pokemon, one step in. This is a Sentry. This is a normal type. Something new they added into this game was the gender. The only Pokemon that had genders last generation were Nidoran. And now every Pokemon has its own gender. So, yeah, Centric, you can see it's a male by the sign, like, next to the level. So let's tackle it, and Centric dead. And, yeah, that's another thing I love about the Generation 2 games. They actually let you know how close you are to leveling up by showing the experience bar. It's so helpful, rather than in the first games, where you just had to hope that you're going to get up a level. But no, that blue line, that shows how close you are to leveling up. It gets full, and then when it gets full, you level up. So, that's really good. Alright, now we found a Pidgey. You guys know what Pidgey does. I had a Pidgey out last time. You guys remember Pidgey? Alright, yeah, go ahead, keep asking me. I have a berry, yeah. All the starters have a berry, which berries, are also new to this game. That berry that you just saw, it heals 10 hit points in that. I'm like a Saiyan. I get more health and then I get more powerful. Alright, I just want to find one more Pokemon in here and then we'll move on to the next 10 rounds. And it's another Centric. So let's kill this thing. There's more tackle. Alright, so let's keep tackling it. Tackle. Yeah, at the beginning of the game, you're gonna want to battle these wild Pokemon. Just believe me with that. You are going to want to battle the wild Pokemon to get up as many levels as you can. See, I got to level 6, and once you level up, all your stats go up. And we learned Smoke Screen. Smoke Screen lowers the accuracy of the opponent, so that'll be pretty helpful for later on in the game. Alright, so now let's move up here because there's an item that you can get. And I found another wild Pokemon, and it's another Centric. And another level 3 Centric too. So let's tackle. And okay. Tackle. You do another tackle there. Tackle. Ha. Yeah, the critical hit ratio has gone down a lot since the last game. And I missed. Great, the first miss of the game. Alright, tackle. And there we go, so special. 24 experience. Alright, cool. One more battle should get me up a level. And as you go over here, you can get another free potion. So you can heal 20 more hit points if you get down again. But I'm not going to use any potions right now. Again? Jeez! Pidgey. Cool. I will be using a flying type, but I'm not going to be using Pidgey or Sparrow. I'm going to be using a very, very awesome flying type. Oh, dear God. Potion. I'm back to full health. I'm a Saiyan. I can take you out. I'm gonna take you out. Tackle. Hoo-ha. Tackle. How are you tackling? You only do 2 damage. You're not gonna do shit for me. Now, die, Pidgey. Die. Pidgey goes down and level 7. So, level 7. Now we can just move on. Oh, God, again? Alright, just skip that out. That was just another boring battle. Again? Really? Alright, just skip that one again. I'm gonna be skipping the wild battles from here on forth for a while. Alright. And go up here. And interact with this tree and you get a berry. Another berry, so you can heal 10 more hit points. I'm gonna be a little more strategic, but not right now. I will get that berry back specifically later. But not quite yet. Alright, now we're in the next city, Cherry Grove City. Let's talk to this old one. You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. How can you tell? That's okay. Everyone's a rookie at some point. If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Okay. Alright, then follow me. Damn, you walk fast for an old man. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. I'm walking so fast. Yeah. This is a Pokemon Hub. They sell balls for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling their prized Pokemon there. Yeah, and by prized Pokemon they mean Ratatat. This is the sea, as you can see. Some Pokemon are found only in water. Here, it's my house. Thanks for your company. Let me give you a small gift. And you get the map card, which logs into the Pokegear so you can see where you are in the Johto region. So, he's just gonna go into his house, and let's check out the Pokegear. This is the town map. You can see, we are in Cherry Grove City right now. No, I don't want to call it. But where you see that black target thing, that's where you are. That's where you're moving and stuff. Come. See? Yeah, that's where we are right now. But, I think we're gonna end things off here, but first let's heal up the Pokemon. So let's talk to this girl. Good morning, welcome to our Pokemon Center. We can heal your Pokemon to perfect health. Shall we heal your Pokemon? Yes, you shall. Okay, right after your Pokemon? No, you may not. Thank you for waiting. Your Pokemon are fully healed. More Saiyan power! Alright, I think we got a bunch done in this episode. So, thanks for watching the first episode of Pokemon Silver. And in the next episode, we will be continuing on to Route 30, sorry. So, stay tuned for more Pokemon Silver, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.